I'm going to give a quick breakdown of how we're going to approach the 2-mile Echo Bike. So ideally, you are programming the machine. So target distance, set for 1 mile, but we want to set it for 2. We got it set for 2 miles. Then once you're ready, only once you're ready on the bike is where you'll hit the start button, and then you're off to the races. So if you don't have access to one of the Rogue Echo bikes, you can use an assault bike. Same thing. You would just try to program the bike to 2 miles. Or if you don't have an assault or echo bike, then use a rower and set the machine to 2,000 meters. Here's some quick tips on how to approach this. In your first mile or the first half of the test, find a pace you can maintain. Don't come out the gates blasting, because it's gonna take some time either way. You're gonna be there for, anywhere between 4 and, depending on fitness level, 4 and 10 minutes. We wanna try to find a pace that you can maintain initially, and then finish the first half, that 1 mile mark. Now is where you can start to pick up your pace a little bit. Essentially, what you're gonna wanna try and do is find a pace that you can maintain for at least 4 to 5 minutes. And then in that tail end of the test is where you're gonna start cooking. Remember, this is a baseline. So yeah, it's gonna be tough, but it being a baseline test, we don't need to crush ourselves for the first time ever doing it. You set your baseline, and then we'll go through this phase of programming, maybe another phase of programming, and then we'll bring the 2 mile back, and that's where we might want to try and push it a little bit harder and try to figure out and game the pacing. But for your first time going through it, definitely start out with a pace you can maintain, and then near the tail end of the race or the test is where you can empty the gas tank.